No, I'm taking videos.
Well, I don't want you to take pictures of that shit.
Well, I have to.
Huh?
I have to.
Oh, Katie, it's horrible. It's hard for me to get rid of stuff because I know how to fix things and make them, everything old is new again. In one shape, one way or another. I don't know when I'm going to have to be out of here. I never know when I'm going to have to be out of here. I cannot afford to stay in this house forever. I can't afford the place. It takes me more money to live here, but I have no money to buy anything else until I sell this house, and I don't know where I want to go. I love it here. I've lived here pretty much all my life. I watched my father build this house. I watched him put brick by brick on it. And then we moved in here when I was 15 years old. And although I haven't lived here every year of my life, I have lived here longer here than I have almost anywhere altogether.
Do you think that some of these losses have caused the hoarding?
No, I don't know, maybe. Who knows? I guess I was just taught not to throw stuff away when I was little. You just didn't do that because times were tough. And they're not going to get, and they're going to get tough again. They're going to get real tough.
Your mom's closet, my mom's closet, my mom's boutique. So, as we have called it before. So, my kids are little, and we needed something for dress up for school or Halloween. We knew where to go, and we knew we'd find what we needed in the basement, the garage, upstairs, the bedroom, somewhere in the house. That item was there. Most of the time, she knew exactly where it was, too. In all that chaos.
I grew up in Depression time. I was lucky. I didn't have to go through Depression time. And I don't know if any of you kids ever know about that. No, which you don't, but you're going to find out about it because this new government that we're coming up on is not good. And you're going to find it so hard to go out and buy stuff because money's going to be extremely scarce. Extremely so. So what you get rid of, you're not going to be able to go buy it again. You're going to have to learn to fix things. See, my mom and dad, they didn't have a lot, but they took care of what they had. If the light went out, you put a bulb in it. If the plug got broken, you didn't throw your light away, you fixed your plug. I know how to do things like that.
I got this. That looks like it's cards, yes. These look like they're old calendars from 2000.
I saved my old calendars.
For them to sit in this room. That's what you save them for.
Old calendars are important to me.
So just put it in that, all the stuff in this box.
Yeah, put it in here and I'll go through it. Now give me that stuff so
I'll do it. It's okay. These are magazines.
You throw it away.
Yeah.
Remember, things come back in style. They really do, believe it or not. And it might not be this year and it might not be next year, but I guarantee it'll be back. Because everything old is new again. And that is really true. Everything old is new again. And you may be wearing a skirt that's up to your butt this year, and maybe 5 years from now you'll be wearing a skirt down to your ankles. And you're like,
sure
how did this happen? But it will happen eventually.
My grandma also came from a family that they didn't lack for anything. They didn't have to worry about money. She saw something, she liked it. And she saw a sweater, she bought 10 of them in every color. So my grandmother grew up in wealth. Excuse me. So I think that instilled in my mom a little bit, maybe from being a younger age.
You tell your mother I'll kill you. But I bought 10 blouses.
Were they all in the same color?
Oh, they're all different.
But
how's that?
In different colors.
Oh yeah, they're real pretty. Want to see them?
Yep.
What are you doing?
I would say my mom's hoarding started after the death of her second husband. I believe that what got it out of control. She had issues then because they lived in a very small apartment, and he used to tease her and tell her if she brought another thing home, she was out. So she knew her limitations with Bob, and he kept her in check. And we miss him.
So they call her, they got a name for you. Tell her what your nickname is.
Yeah, I'm a black widow.
That's what they call her, the Black Widow.
Bob died. Jerry died. Another Jerry died. So the container's still here with all this stuff in it. And because Mom and Dad still have a lot of the stuff in their house. So I still have some things out there in the container, not a lot, but mostly clothes and things like that. A lot of clothes. God, a lot of clothes.
Mom always had the upstairs of my grandparents' garage, which was a 3-car garage. Never saw a car in it, but she had it as her shop. After she had her advertising specialty shop for many years, and then she closed that down, she still kind of ran her business upstairs in the garage. The garage, you can't walk in. The upstairs of that garage where it used to be, her little shop, you can't walk in that anymore. But that's when the first container happened with Bob. The very day my mom moved back in, my grandfather had a massive stroke and died. So I think she was left with just her and my grandma, and she took care of my grandmother. Like I said, she couldn't go up and down steps and not mobile, but as her health deteriorated, my mom became her sole caregiver. But also to the point where my mom took care of all the finances, took care of everything in the house, and my grandmother had no control on what she was bringing in or not bringing in. I'm gonna cry.
It's okay.
At that point, everything escalated. My grandmother was unable really to be mobile in the house, and we moved her from an upstairs to a downstairs room, and then the upstairs then became my mom's new domain, I guess you could say, and things just started coming in. Like most of it's new stuff. She hasn't got rid of the old stuff, but I think a lot of things are just new stuff. Clothes. Her issue with clothes and her issue with shopping is out of control. Unless my mother has a buyer that wants to buy the property and give her an exuberant amount of money, which they're not going to do in today's market, she's not going to leave. So I've already got that in my mind. I know she's not going to leave. The reason my mom needs to leave is the property taxes are very steep, being commercial property. But what I think is going to happen, it's my problem. I feel like it's my problem. I have siblings, but my sister's out in Oregon. It was refreshing to know at her birthday party, my brother did say it was our problem. So my one brother.
When she's gone, who's cleaning up the mess? Be honest.
I'll go out on Ricky Highway and hold a sign saying free shit.
It's going to be my problem. I already know it. I can see Harry helping, but it's going to be my problem.
What?
I asked him, and he said this isn't his problem. I said, well, whose problem is it going to be when something happens to Mom? It's not if, it's when. Whose problem is it going to be?
It'll be our problem.
Thank you, Harry. I appreciate that. It ain't gonna be his problem because he ain't gonna do anything. I think it's my problem and your problem. Because Paula ain't here.
Sign out front and say free shit. Be easy. It'd be easy then.
I didn't say I was easy to work with. I never told anybody I was easy to work with.
I know you didn't.
So I have a lot of stuff. Even looks even worse than it is because it's not organized. But if I had, and I use stuff, I'm creative in the fact that I can take something and usually use it for something that maybe nobody else would use, like my toilet paper rolls. And everybody's like, what do you say toilet paper rolls for? Well, they are very, very handy for me because I use them for everything. I have them with box of scissors over here with nothing but out of my Kleenex boxes. I put them over where I got my pencils and pens and all those are organized. I have them with, I save them for pieces of fabric. I save them for, you name it. I can organize papers and important things in my Kleenex boxes. I use them for a little baby trash thing on my table here. Who put that flour in there? You did. Okay, it's not trash. It's not trash.
I wasn't gonna throw it away.
But I use things like that for everything because it's my little way of organizing the little bit of stuff that I have to, so I don't have to, till I can go through it and say, okay, I don't need this or that. But what's this?
It's just a box that is empty.
Well, don't throw it away. Please don't throw it away.
So many boxes.
I know, hon.
Then why do you need this one? Do you remember what this box was from?
It's a perfect storage box for some jewelry stuff. And we had a picnic every Sunday, and we'd have once a year for all the family and friends. And we'd have anywhere from 50 to 100 and some people on our picnics. So we had a lot of tables and tents, and they're all stored out in the container, the second container, along with all the stuff that my granddaughter had, plus the things that we had to move out of the room so she could finally move in here with her 3 children. And so we needed the container to store a lot of stuff in there, which some of it is still out there, a lot of it's still out there. And this is kind of like where my life is. Yeah, that's why I have so much stuff around here all the time. But I don't have anybody to help me go get rid of it. But I'm good. I'm working at that. It's a lot of it's going to go out of here this summer. A lot of it. But anyway, that's where I am right now. I hope that's satisfactory for now.